Okay, so big pharma deception. Let me ask you a question. In developing research for a new drug, do you believe that the good and bad side effects should be jotted down? You know, they should be making notes of it, or just it being documented, period? Or should they be allowed just to let it go unannounced and, to just sweep it underneath the rug? Well, me personally, if I'm going to be taking a medicine and they're going to release all these good things about it, I want to know the bad. I don't know about you, but I want to know the bad if it's going inside my body. But phase 1 trials, well, sure, they're volunteers technically, and even though they get paid money, they're still volunteers, and you know how people can duck deep, and jump through hoops. But back in 1980, there was a study for abnormal heart. Okay, my bad. Abnormal heart rates. I was going to say beats, but 9 people died from that study, and there was no actions to be taken for those lives that are lost. Also, for a study for HIV, there is a drug called Nerafine, and it unfortunately is still being tested despite the toxic and dosage levels that have yet to really be found or to be released. It's pretty sad. There's been multiple attempts for different researches for AIDS and HIV, and they've just been shot. But it's okay to have Oxycontin and stuff like that, because if you take it as the doctor says, you ain't gonna get addicted. No, addiction doesn't see you just taking it for 30 days. Addiction is much more complicated than that. You're putting these drugs inside your body. Yes, it fights pain, and it has some positive outcomes without a doubt. But how can you feel, if you're a doctor, how can you feel comfortable giving a 20-year-old that's suffering a broken leg something far more than what it really is? They're thieves. That's what they are. They're stealing of your money, and you don't even know it. You think that they're helping you out because you broke your arm. No, why would they? Yes, sure, it doesn't make you feel the pain and stuff, but whenever you're done with your dosages, you're done with your prescriptions, and you have that feeling like you need more, well, what are you going to do? Are you going to be like are you going to act like you're hurting? Or are you just going to go through the pains and the withdrawals? A lot of times you're going to act like you're hurting still. And you keep on feeding people that money. You get to the point where you think you can take way more than what you can, and you overdose. There's a pill for that you buy off the same people to get you back up and running, just to turn around and go buy those same exact drugs that you were running from, that you were ODing from, and you're just paying people to save you, and you're paying people to please you with your addiction. It's really, really sad, and there should be more rules and regulations on stuff like that. And then they want to hike prices up even more once they get you on the hook of going back and forth a couple times. For an example, Darafrim every bit of $750 a pill now, and it was $13.50. That's just one pill. There's different variances across the medical field for this. But I will tell you this. They are monopolizing together. They are forming monopolies as we speak. These pharmaceutical companies are funding into our different president-elects or the different people running for president. And first, let me say this. I voted for Trump, but don't you find it funny that Hillary Clinton was going to stick it to the pharmaceutical companies, but Donald Trump won with some funding? And because I was going to vote for him regardless, but he said some. I thought he was going to lose. He said some pretty crazy things, but somehow he still won. I'm not blaming it all on that, but open your eyes, people. The world isn't unicorns and rainbows. There's people out there to take advantage of you, and it's pharmaceutical companies. You can't. I mean, there's other things out there too that is taking advantage of you, but let's break these monopolies. We can choose to be prescribed the off brands, the generic type of medicines to throw fundings in different areas. But then again, these name brand people that are they're saying that they're investing and looking for these brand new cures and medicines, but where are they at? We still have cancer and everything else, and I get that it costs a decent bit of money to go fund these things, but it'd be different if they're producing this stuff, but they're just making money. It's ridiculous. We should be able to depend on our doctors. We should be able to depend on our nurses, and we shouldn't be shot up with morphine because a company needs money. They need business. They need revenue. No, that is not how it goes. We need to be able to treat these people. We don't need to ship them out hydrocodone to be able to go OD, and we can bring them back to life on the pill that we sell to them and send them off again. We should be able to trust, I'm telling you. A cure for Hep C went from $500 per month up to $10,800. Getting all the way up to $500,000 for a full treatment. This is messed up. We should be able to help people. I get that we shouldn't. I mean, we shouldn't play God and come out with these things where we can live forever. But what are we doing? We have phase 1 trials where we use humans as freaking puppets. We jack up prices on stuff that we know works just because we can. We do what we want to do because they can do it. They're monopoly. They're funding these different campaigns and doing what they want. But we're letting this happen. We got to speak up. We are the people. We can do this. I don't see how we aren't like questioning things. $424 billion was spent on prescription medications. You're telling me you can't make money off selling prescription medication for $424 billion? Where's that research at? Where are those new medications? I really don't know. I want to trust my physician, don't you? But how can we? I don't understand how we can if we're making these, I understand inflation's been occurring considering the minimum wage going up and other diplomatic reasons, but if $13.50 to not even $500, not even $600, but $750 a pill. I don't know what percent increase that is, but that is ridiculous. where's that funding going? Where do they have those claims at? I just don't know. It's driving me batty. It is. There is 254 million prescription of opioids filled. There's got to be addiction in there somewhere, like I was saying. Then on top of all that, not the people that are just addicted, they're the people that are overdosing. It's just wow. Why can we not just stop it? Like, I am legitimately shaking. And this is all facts. I can show you how I have different. Here's some. Right here's some sources. Right here is some sources. I have been going through quotes and looking at different things. For example, it's Big Pharma's turned into an industry. It uses unethical behavior and its power to control mankind. Like, they're putting these diseases into our brains, and even if medications are deemed safe, how can we afford them at this rate? I mean, it was bad before. For example, look at Magic Johnson. He's been packing around the HIV for years now. How is he still kicking it? Because he has money. These people are hiding stuff from us. They're feeding off the rich, and they're depriving the poor to be poorer. They understand that the supply and demand is outrageous because it's medication. People don't want to die. People don't want to stay sick. People want cured. People want to live, feel the way they used to. But we're just letting them run away with it, do whatever they want, because we're shallow, we're yellow, whatever you want to call us. We're not standing up for ourselves. I'm not calling for a big old civil war over medication, but next time you go out and you want some ibuprofen, why don't you ask the doctor, hey, what's some generic stuff I can get a hold of? What is there something different I can get prescribed to go on and go live without having to pay the outrageous amount that they're wanting? Luckily, I don't have an EpiPen, but y'all seen how those raised? Like over 200%, raised over 200% in price difference, just because they can, they will. Because if you're allergic to a bee sting, and it's summertime, you think you're just going to walk around without your EpiPen? I think not. Do you like Texas Roadhouse? Yeah, well, if you got a peanut allergy, you ain't going to attempt to eat Texas Roadhouse, assuming you take it out and stuff. I'm not saying that you're going to walk in there. But, you have your husband or wife or girlfriend, mom, dad, grandma, uncle, whoever, go in and pick you up some Texas Roadhouse. Do you think you're going to eat that Texas Roadhouse without your EpiPen right there? No, because the peanut allergies they're taking advantage of us. They really are. And it's really sad that we're letting them do this. And okay, for example, right here I have okay, just a second. There, big pharmaceutical companies are claiming that people are just volunteering to go try out these new offers and new different medicines because they want to help for the greater good, but they're giving them money because of their travels and stuff. But clearly they're overcharging on their on the travels that they're taking, on the different risks they're taking, just just so they can have a guinea pig. They're making it out more light than what it really is, and because of the Helsinki Act or no declaration, it for the longest time it allowed pharmaceutical companies to not include their negative effects of different medicines, all the way up until 2007. In 2007, that is when a new clinical act was discovered and declared the Helsinki Declaration. Pretty much some bad words thrown in some more bad words, because it was deceiving us. They weren't releasing all the information they could release, and it was pretty sad that we had to wait from all the way from 1964 to 2007 to be like, okay, that's enough. I mean, but how can that be a surprise considering we found out about chemotherapy from mustard gas? Well, I informed you that they're spiking our prices because they can. I'm informing you that they're feeding us addiction and curing our overdoses to get more money. I've informed you that that we were human guinea pigs that are volunteers, even though they're paying us to do it, and essentially involuntarily taking us and putting us in these little gerbil-like containers until they're done, until they're pleased with themselves to stop testing after we sign the papers. There's no backing out of it, and that I'm informing you that we can stop all this by generic drugs and limiting what we go to the doctor for, and requesting that we do get these generic drugs, and simply not paying what they demand, and simply taking this head on and going straight forward. I can clearly present my works cited, and thank you so much. You all have a great day.